Yo, alright, we're good. Yo, I don't have a lot of time to make a video because I gotta go to work in I gotta literally leave in about 25 minutes. So I'm just gonna record like a 8-minute video and hopefully it'll upload in time. If not, then that's all good. But yeah, I've been thinking about recently, it's like for the last week, it's interesting. It's like I've been hit by like these waves of like really difficult emotion. Not sure why, but I think it's just the regular process of life, you know? Like it all goes in these waves. Like it's like you have to evolve through something, and that's like my main value now, you know? It's like my whole value system has been built off of my primary struggle, which I guess is how we navigate this world. It's like what you struggle with is what you end up learning about, and which is what you end up understanding the deepest, which is what allows to become your main thing, you know? And so it's like my mind has always sort of thrown me, or my emotions, whatever, into these sort of hellish kind of states. I don't know why. But nowadays, I've learned the strategies to be able, this is the whole hope thing. This is why I'm so obsessed with hope. It's like, because I never used to be able to do this. I used to go into those states of mind and just think everything was cooked. I used to think there was zero way out. And then be like, it's all screwed. You know, this is the base reality. But now it's like, no. There is always a glimmer of hope. And I've just, each time I've gone there, I've gotten better at finding hope. You know, it's like, no. There is hope. There's always a way. And I think fostering that spirit is so bloody important in life, you know? Because it's like life is filled with difficult things, man. It is really deeply filled with awful things, you know? But it's also amazing. And it's like there's going to be terrible things no matter what. And you need to be able to deal with that and to make the best of it. Because if you can't, and that's the thing, it's like I believe, like I'm still early in my journey and I've got a lot to do, and it's like I haven't achieved all the external things that I hope to achieve in life, but internally I've achieved a lot. You know, I've done what I didn't think I'd be able to do, you know? And I won't get into exactly what those things are, but it's like, I didn't think I'd be able to get to this point, you know? And it's like I have. And ways of dealing with reality that I didn't know I would be capable of. And it's like, I've learned that, you know? And that's why I love evolving, because it's like I evolved to that, you know? It's like I wasn't there. I saw an issue and I went, okay, how the hell do I get here, bro? And I got there, and it blows my mind. And I'm so grateful, because it's like, you know, reality is confusing, for me at least. I can definitely find it because I'm aware of everything I don't know. You know, it's like there is so much to be understood in life, and often I don't even know where to start. But so you'll see, it's like that's why I love these videos. I want to explain my viewpoint on things, because then it will make sense. The other things, like what I make my shorter videos about, it's like I see so much possibility, and not just possibility, but just I see everything I don't know. I'm aware that I'm a novice in like everything. And I think everyone is. I don't mean exclusively me. I'm not saying I'm a novice and everyone's an expert. Absolutely not. Everyone's a novice. But I think a lot of people don't realize that they're a novice, and it actually caps off their evolution. And then they just get stuck, and then they become beaten down. And you see a lot of that in this world. And I don't think that's the way to go. I think you got to realize. So I'm actually grateful that I see all of what I don't know, because it allows me to explore so much further. You know, it allows me to go to places that most people probably wouldn't go, because they don't know it's possible, because they like to say, I know everything, it's all complete. But it's like, no, it's not. You don't know everything at all. There was something I was going to say though. Oh yes. So with knowing what I don't know, and that there's a lot of it, it becomes the reason that I've developed kind of as a navigation system through reality, the whole thing of like following your heart and your intuition, is because it's like, okay, if there's so many different ways to go, you end up not knowing which way is the right way. You know, if anyone can relate to that, that's been the same for me. It's like, there's a million different things. There's a million different things I could learn. There's a million different paths I could walk. But none of them, you know what I mean? It's like, why would I choose one over another? That's where heart and intuition come in. Your heart will always guide you on a path, you know? And your intuition will always guide you on a path. And so I've had to learn to, I've always felt my intuition, but it's like, I've had to learn to, over time, completely and utterly trust it. It's like, it's my only guidance system. Like, I have my values, but even within my values, there is still a trillion different paths, you know? It's like, oh, let's say I want to make people feel. There's a trillion ways you can make people feel. Oh, I want to give back to, I don't know, the homeless. There's a trillion ways to, whatever. But when you listen to your intuition, it takes, I don't know how to explain it, but obviously it's in line with every value system you might have. So like, it's in line with your ethics. It's in line with the way you see the world. It's in line with the way you function in the world. You know, every single dimension in which you do things best and most aligned, your intuition will take each of those into account and point you on the best possible path that is an amalgamation of all of them. And so you always know, I just need to go this one out of all the infinite ways, this one way, and keep following that and keep deepening it, you know? And that's, for example, that's what I'm doing here. Like, I've got other stuff going on as well, but in terms of this and like my videos and all that, I love this shit, bro. I've done it for years. There's something about, like, I hope that people end up watching them more in the future. But I love making them, you know? And it's like, it's one of those things that I could do because my intuition guides me to do it. My intuition doesn't guide me to make perfect videos. It doesn't guide me to be a video editor and like make these like things that are like cinematic or whatever, or for clicks or with the algorithms. No, it guides me to get in front of a camera and say what is most real to me, you know? And often that's in the short form ones, that's just trying to speak to another person. And in these long form ones, it's like trying to, how would I put it? Like reflecting, I don't know. And that may change, but it's like, that's all I want to do at this point. And it's exciting. But then it's like, I feel like every time I do it, I deepen the skill. You know, I saw this, if anyone's seen the movie, the documentary, I haven't actually seen the documentary, but I listened to a podcast about it called Jiro Dreams of Sushi. It's about this Japanese guy who has the best sushi place in the world. And he's like an absolute master at making it. And he basically, all he does is make sushi. Like, he's done it he's like 90. I think he's still alive, actually. And he makes sushi all day, every day. It's the only thing. And it's the best sushi in the world. And it's like how could you master making sushi anymore? It's like, you can't. You choose your things and you just keep deepening. You keep doing it. You keep learning nuance. You keep understanding it at a more profound level, And that's where things start to become magical, because the art of it starts to truly click together, And that's what's so cool. It's so, I don't know, there's something powerful about that. And I just think that's what you got to do in life. And your heart will guide you on that path. But it's like, if you don't listen to it, you will doubt it. It's like, if it seems illogical, you'll be like, oh, I don't want to follow this. It's like, bro, what else are you going to follow? Are you going to follow something inauthentic? Are you going to follow a bias? Are you going to follow something that other people want you to follow, or something based on your insecurities or your fears or your anxieties? Because if you listen to that, you're going to create a life where the primary value that's driving the actions that you take is fear or insecurity. Think about that. If you do actions based on hiding your insecurities or whatever, that means your primary driver for reality is your insecurities. What? Think about that. That's the way I see shit, bro. If you do things based on insecurity, if you do things based on fear, that means the primary driving force in your life is insecurities or fear. You need to figure out what the driving force within you is that you want to listen to. Do you understand? And this is why I'm like, sure, I haven't achieved everything that I set out to achieve in this life yet, obviously, and that's fine because it's a path, but I'm in alignment with myself, even in the hellish moments, It doesn't change that because I know what I got to be doing. And it's in a few avenues, but it's like, but that fundamental concept of what is your primary mode of existence? What is your primary driver? Is it fear? Is it insecurity? Or is it your heart and intuition, what you actually like doing, even if it doesn't make sense? Because if you do something else and block off your heart because it might not make sense, you're listening to the part of you that's unsure about things. Why would you do things from the part of you that's unsure? And then that means you as a whole, your whole being in this world becomes based on insecurity and fear and whatever else. You don't want that. Trust me, you do not want that. Anyway, I got to go to work. This has actually been a lot of fun. So I'll talk to you again soon. Have a great day.